Like, you see, one person's know me straight away. Everyone is like, who is this person? Hello, everybody! Yay! Oh, hello, yes! Oh, how are we enjoying our day? Are we having a good day? Have we spent way too much money today already? Yeah. There's still loads of stuff to go by the way, but I heard if you buy everything, there's a prize at the end. It's called bankruptcy. Now, okay, so I'm going to introduce our next panel very, very quickly. By the way, I'm Rick. I'm your in-betweeny guy. I'm here to introduce everything that's been going on. This one, I'm very excited. I love these two. They're absolutely brilliant. They're going to do a beginner's guide to cosplaying. Please welcome to the stage, Matt Blossom!
Can you hear us? Okay, cool. Hello? Yeah. Hello, everyone. We are Bat and Blossom, or Lex and Sky, if you prefer. This is Sky, my lovely wife. I'm Lex, I'm the worst half. And we like to cosplay, and we like to compete as well. So we're going to go through kind of a guide and help you guys learn, one, who we are, and two, how to compete, and what the C3 is as well. So, I'm going to give them a rundown of what the C3 is.
Are we on this side? Yeah, okay. So, the C3 is the biggest collection we have in Scotland. It's Fanfrontiers' own competition. There's 3 qualifiers. So we had one in PowerCon just back in March. There's one today, and then there's one the Saturday of Epic, if I'm right.
There is indeed.
So there's an introduction of a new award for today. We have the Apprentice Award.
Yep.
So that's for anybody new to competing who's been competing under 3 years. We also have the Fabric Master Award, Forge Master, and the C3 Superstar Award.
Superstar. So those are the...
Hear the drums?
Yeah, I can hear the drums in the background. I'm like, what is happening? So those are the base awards for the C3. Now, there are lots of competitions across the UK, but today we're going to be focusing primarily on the C3 and what it is up here in Scotland. So, what do you need to start competing? That's probably where you're going to start. That's what you need to know. First things first, you're going to need a costume. You're going to need a costume that's at least 70% handmade for the C3. Again, that can vary across competitions. There's going to be different percentages, things like that. But here in our good old C3, 70%.
Yeah. So your cosplay needs to meet the competition rules. So it needs to have not won before, be built by you, and if you have had any help, you need to declare that in your build book. It needs to be family friendly, because Fan Frontier is a family friendly event. And usually I think for C3 it's 15 plus to enter?
Yeah, so it's 15 plus. If you're under 18 though, you do need to have a guardian's permission as well.
Yes. So you have a costume. Next you need a ticket, because otherwise you can't get into fun.
Yeah, tickets helpful for getting in.
And then after that, you need to register your cosplay.
Yeah. So for the C3, it will go up on their website, usually a month or two in advance, saying, hey, put your application in here, you'll fill out a form, you'll add a picture, things like that. Build book, that's the next thing you're going to need. And you'll send that in, and fingers crossed, you'll get in and you'll get to enter.
Yeah. So I have a cosplay, but how do I know it's 70% handmade?
We have Bakugo.
So Bakugo has 10 items, give or take, on his costume. He has his wig, his shoes, trousers, neck piece, hairpins, shirt, gloves, gauntlets, harness, and knee pads. So
this is also just a rough graphic that was made up, just to kind of give you an idea. Obviously, again, depending on what convention you're at, that's going to change. And if you're in doubt about your percentage, the best bet is always to message the convention themselves, send it out to them, and someone there will be able to confirm and tell you, yeah, we'll class that as 70%, or no, you need a little bit more handmade in there.
Yeah, different competitions will also have different percentage makes. So I think MegaCon have like a category that's 50% made, so again, always double check the competition you're entering. So easiest way to figure out if it's 70% made is to make 7 items and buy 3.
Yeah. That's a good bet. Different comps as well will have different specifications. So some competitions won't count your shoes, some won't count your wigs. It totally depends. Again, just check the rules. But are we ready?
Yeah.
So,
Build books.
yeah.
So something that comes with competing is you have to kind of prove how you've made your costume. The first build book I made, I think, was awful.
The first build books we made had way too much information. They were basically a step-by-step guide on how to do every single element in that costume. I pity the judges that had to read it. It was horrendous.
But you kind of want to put all your progress pictures, some bullet points of what you've made into one document showing how you've made your work so that the judges can see it.
Ideally a PDF, because that's nice and easy for us.
It's nice and easy for Kat. So for the C3, your build book needs to contain at least one full body reference image, progress photos of your build, some bullet point notes, and again, if you bought any items or somebody's helped you make some items, make sure you declare those as well.
Yeah. So you declare that, you pop that build book in. We have some beautiful examples of some build books. The boring one on the side, that's mine. This is one of my build books. It's super simple, it's basic, let's call it that. Then we have one that was sent in by our lovely friend Lily. There she is. Very apt with that voice. And it's beautiful, it's colourful, it's going to show you a lot more of the character in the build book. And these are just some examples to show you can kind of do what you want. As long as the base information is there, your pictures are there, we can see that you did actually make it. Fab. For me, I like to keep it nice and clear. I'm dyslexic, so I like to be able to read my build book nice and easily. But I do love the pink and the sparkle. I think it's gorgeous.
Yes. So you add that to your application for your C3 when you email it in. Some people also bring in physical build books.
Yeah, we did get one today.
Yes, we did. And that's really useful for if you've made any last minute changes or additions to the build book as well.
You can also add fabric swatches in if you're doing a physical build book. That can be really cool, and it can show, especially if you dyed something, to have a few samples through the dye process can be really good. And usually the judges will try and get your build book to you at the end of the day as well and get it back to you.
Yes. So moving from fabric to material choices.
Material choices. Now we could talk about this for hours, I'm not gonna lie. But material choices, this is when you're building your actual cosplay. So you've got your lovely swatches, great. You need to think about it logically. There is an accuracy component when you're competing, and you should probably take into consideration the world your cosplay is in. If you're cosplaying something like bleach, a natural fabric, that's great. That's what we're gonna go for. You don't want something really synthetic, potentially. Same with if you're cosplaying something where it may be mass-produced. So, I think I said Keith from Voltron, or throwback. If you've got something like that, a uniform that would be mass-produced, sent out to loads and loads of people in a team or a military, then using a cheaper quality fabric, something more synthetic, that's accurate because they wouldn't use a really nice brocade for, 20 soldiers. So you want to take that into consideration when you're building so that we can have a look at it.
Yeah, the other things to take into consideration as well is affordability. Cosplay is meant to be fun, and there's no point buying fabric that's like £10 a metre if you're not going to enjoy being in that costume because you're broke afterwards. So definitely
Needs to spend for fun.
yeah, it doesn't have to be like bought either. It can be sustainable, so you can thrift your fabric. Our cotton's actually dead stock, so that's kind of like helping sustainability as well.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, dead stock, they're not producing it anymore. So we got it real cheap. And it's great because rather than it just going in the bin, it turned into cosplay. We love that. But yeah, charity shops, curtains, bed sheets. You can use all those, and for props as well, you can use straps of foam, you can use bottles. I've seen it used for wigs, people using bottle caps as their fixtures, so yeah, you can do all that kind of stuff.
So briefly touching on patterns as well.
Yeah.
So we go on.
No, we're good. So patterns can be really expensive. There are a lot of really good resources if you're looking for patterns free online. If anyone wants to know any of them, we can send you a list if you send us a message. But just to cover some, especially we're plus size cosplayers, so we're big on supporting that and making sure that's accessible. Nude fabrics, they're great, they're free. Needle workshop there on Etsy, you can get patterns from there. And just talking about supplies in general, you can use places like Coscraft for wigs. They're a little bit more pricey. Hobbycraft, again, a little bit more pricey. And if you want some cheap fabric, there's also websites like Pound Fabrics. Name suggests, pretty good. So, one moment.
So we're on accuracy versus creative interpretation.
Yeah.
So again, that comes down to your fabric choices. So like Lex said, it might be world accurate for the show you're doing, but you can also do something with a creative twist. So if you wanted to make a ball gown out of pure, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example off the top of my head now. You can add your creative input to it. It doesn't have to be accurate as long as you can kind of justify why you've done the reasons.
Yeah, you want to be able to tell us, hey, I changed this, but I changed this for my accessibility. I changed this because, well, I needed to. We've got a example of my lovely Jean cosplay from Hunter x Hunter. You can see what he looks like and then what I look like. They're not the same. We're not gonna lie. Things like my hat's a different color, but I made that choice because I went with a lot more natural fabrics. His base under outfit, it's white. And realistically, for those that don't know, this man, he's a treasure hunter, a ruins hunter. He's in doing all these kind of things out in the desert. He gets dirty. His clothes are not going to be white. So I changed it up. I made it a beige, and then I weathered I weathered it a lot. Hold on. Family friendly. I weathered it. We got it nice and dirty, a little sweaty, but it was good. And the hat as well. We went for a more natural color rather than the blue. Try and make it match, make it feel more connected and less anime.
Yes, there are some things in anime that don't make sense.
We've got our anime logic. We have a lovely picture of Shiro there because he's probably a great example that anyone that was in the Voltron fandom at the time probably took a big breath when that episode came out and we saw his arm had gone from something you could craft, a full arm, to something that floats. It literally just floats. And that isn't practical for all cosplayers, let's be real. The other good example of anime logic is probably what I'm wearing right now. I have lovely Ichigo's sword, which
in the anime doesn't actually have a sheath, it just magically unravels. And
it just magically unravels, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he puts it back, it's wrapped again. Wow, anime logic.
Take some creative ideas on, you just drop your clicker.
No. Styling it out.
Yes, but accuracy is important to consider, but also put your creative twist on it.
Yeah.
There's no point stressing about floating things because you can't physically make them float. Just put your creative twist on it and just tell us why you did it that way.
Yep, and on accuracy, very briefly, we're not here to lecture or anything like that, but we will say accuracy is great. However, please do not change your skin color, do not change your eye shape. Please be respectful of other people and other races, things like that. We want to be nice to everyone, please. Obviously, we're not talking if you're painting yourself bright pink, but yeah, just briefly cover that. Mobility aids, things like that. Certain things, maybe you don't need to be accurate on it. So, just briefly.
So, you've made your cosplay, you have a build book, you have registered for a competition, and you've been accepted to compete, and you've been given a time slot. So that means we're on to prejudging. So when you put in your application, you'll get a slot to come and see some really nice judges.
We have some lovely judges with us. They're amazing.
Where you will come and basically just come and tell us about how you build your costume and basically just gush about it.
Yeah, please gush. We want to know what you love, we want to know what you enjoyed. Like, we've seen your build book, we've seen the nitty gritty stuff. just enjoy it. This is your moment. I mean, you'll get a moment on stage later, but this is your moment in private with us to really show your love for the character, to geek out with people that really understand, yeah, it's cool that you did that scene. I really love the scenes. Like, you want to be able to enjoy it, so please do.
Yeah, so you'll have a set time. I think for C3 today we have 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we have 10 minutes today for you to come and nerd out with us.
So yeah, make it count. Tell us what you love. Tell us what was a challenge. Just
Big
show us
yourself
love.
up.
Yeah.
Big yourself up. Be like, I am amazing, by the way.
Look
like,
at my hands.
Yeah, don't show us,
Look at my hands.
don't worry too much about things that maybe haven't gone great, or if maybe some things have fallen apart during the day. That's okay. We understand that happens. We're cosplayers too. I've been there.
So yeah, judges will ask to have a look at your sex scenes, your hands. They'll take a closer look at props and things. But we should always ask, if we make you uncomfortable, please tell us we're making you uncomfortable. Cosplay is not consent.
Yeah, really important there, yeah. So, they should also not be going like, if you're wearing a skirt, we shouldn't be going up your skirt, do you know what I mean? Turning the bottom hem, that's fine, but we shouldn't be up there, we shouldn't be unzipping anything. There are boundaries. You please use your words, and if you feel uncomfortable, make sure you make yourself heard, because that's the last thing anyone wants, is to make anyone uncomfortable.
So you've done your pre-judging slot, and then you're free to enjoy the rest of the con until it's time for stage.
The scary bit. The real scary bit. Pre-judging's scary, but getting up on a stage in front of God knows how many people, that's terrifying. It's nerve-wracking, and the first time we did it, it was embarrassing. Okay?
It was bad.
It takes a lot of guts to not only have made your own clothes, to make your own costume, but then to stand up in front of your peers, in front of your community and go, hey guys, my costume's amazing, look at it. You deserve to do it though, and you should enjoy that time.
Yeah, so when you do your application, you'll send in like any music or any mic requests or anything. But you'll get onto your stage, and I think you get 2 minutes on stage for the C3.
2 minutes with the C3 to show your stuff. If you go over that, you may get points deducted. However, you can go under that time. So don't worry, you don't have to stand on stage for 2 full minutes and just like fill time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Again, it is a family-friendly show, so please be respectful of your performance. Don't swear. Don't throw things at the audience or the judges.
Please don't threaten us.
And we have a shiny new ramp.
Yes, we have a nice shiny ramp as well.
We
So
have an amazing ramp.
you can get on the stage nice and easily, and you can just enjoy your time up there, jam out to your music, sing your song, do a skit if that's what you've got planned. Just make sure you let us know ahead of time so that you can get the correct equipment, mic, things like that. But yeah,
Different types of performances. People like to do different things. I just like to come on stage and pose.
You like to pose. I'm down with that. I can't sing. You would not thank me. You'd be like, yeah, I would get booed. Like, honestly. So you don't have to have a meticulously full 2-minute planned song and dance routine. You don't have to do that. Just get up there, do what you're capable of within your limits, and enjoy it.
Yeah. So you've done your stage, and then the judges have gone and deliberated and have picked the winners.
So, at this point backstage, things are tense, okay? Hopefully, you've got some good people with you, and this community's great. We're really proud of the Scottish cosplay community because everyone loves each other, and hopefully backstage what's happening is you're all stood there going, oh, you're gonna win. Oh, you're amazing. That's what we want. We want you to hype each other up. At the end of the day, it's a competition, yeah, but it's meant to be fun. This is something you love to do, so spend your time, enjoy it. And backstage, you're hyping each other up, then someone's going to get announced. It's probably going to go a bit quiet. People are going to be holding their breath because, let's be real, you spent months, maybe years building this costume. You're nervous. You want to win. You don't enter a competition unless you're hoping to win. So, if you win, you'll get called up. You'll get given your award. You'll get to pose. And for the C3 at least, that will lead you to going to the finals in September at Epic. So that'll be on day 2. Now, that's great. You've got your medal, you've got your pictures, you've got your prizes as well. Unfortunately, we don't know what the prizes are going to be for the different ones, so we're going to briefly go over that. I'm sure it'll be something good. We personally, when we won the finals last year, we got a 3D printer. So who knows what it is this year? It could be something just as cool. It could be something better. We don't know yet.
Circuit.
The year before was okay. The year before was a cricket. I see.
That's cool.
So it's been some really cool stuff to help you craft going forward in the past. So that's really cool. Now, that's great. Unfortunately, there are only going to be 4 winners. That means that some people are not going to place.
And some people will be disappointed.
Yeah, someone's going to be disappointed. We've been there. We've lost. It's not great, honestly. You feel a bit sad. You put work into it. You've worked hard. You built this. You put love into it. But losing doesn't mean you're a loser. Okay? As cheesy as that sounds. Just because you haven't won, you haven't placed, that doesn't mean your costume isn't great. It just means that the competition was stiff.
Yeah, it's all about who you're competing against as well. When we first competed, it was very fabric heavy, so like...
And we were all fabric, we didn't have any props. And basically, it can come down to, I could be the best Ichigo ever. Oh, the drums are back. I feel threatened. You could be the best Ichigo you've ever been, right? But someone else could have more techniques. There could be more technical details. And that doesn't mean your costume isn't great. It doesn't mean your costume isn't the best. It just unfortunately means in a competition setting, it might not be you that takes home that prize. But you can ask for feedback. You can get some feedback from the judges. You can see what you need to improve. And you can come back even stronger. Because now you've done it once. Next time's a breeze.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You can do it again. It's just something to be mindful of that, like, people will be disappointed, but if you have won, kind of remember your fellow competitors. Always hype each other up and things still. Just don't be disheartened. It's a tough competition.
Yeah. And it's also really easy if you don't place to backstage, just want to run away. Oh, okay. Well, that's someone running away apparently. It's really easy if you don't place, you don't want to be there, you just want to run, and I totally get that. But there's still some vibes after. We can still chat, we can still chill, and you can talk to the judges. You can say, hey guys, give me that feedback, and we will get it to you as soon as we can. But
honestly, feedback is so kind of important. It kind of highlights pieces that you maybe missed out on. So like silly little things like...
One big one we got was weathering.
Yeah.
You saw Jean? Lots of weathering. And that was because we were told, hey, your costume was great, but it was too clean. So the next time I built a cosplay, I was like, all right, it's getting sweaty and dirty. Let's do it. And I made that thing look dry.
Yes.
So I think that's just about everything you need. So just to briefly recap, you're going to need to build your costume, 70%. You're going to need a ticket to the event, and you're going to need to send in a application with your build book, and then you're going to need to come along, be pre-judged, and do a little stage performance. It's actually so easy when I put it like that, right? It's only a few steps. We're not going to talk about the months of work that go into it beforehand.
It's only a few steps until you have to like draw the rest of the out.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be fun. We hope you guys still have fun. And now I think if we have some time, we're going to do a quick little Q&A if anyone has any questions.
What? Hey, I'm here. What do you want me?
Hello.
Hello. I got a roving mic. Is there anyone in the audience who has any questions?
If not, it's okay.
There we go.
Go.
Don't rush. Hello.
Hello. I just wanted to ask what your favorite thing specifically is about competing.
Good question.
For me, I like building the costume. I like getting the character and making it come to life. For example, Rukia, I've been obsessed with Bleach since it came out, and I've been wanting to cosplay Bleach for ages. She's not a competition build, but it's the same for any character that we compete as, especially Zuko and Sokka. They're really important to us, and it's nice to kind of build that and make them come to life.
Yeah. I'm gonna sound really sappy for like 1 second, I'm so sorry. But for me, it's the community. I really love the friends we've made from competing, the people we've met backstage, and they've been there since the first competition where we lost so hard to when we won, and they were there the whole way. And it's so great to have those new friends and those new people in our lives. You won't meet better people than you will in that community. So, sappy, I know, I'm so sorry.
Excellent. Any other questions? Hello.
If you could give a cosplay a challenge, what challenge would you give them?
Oh, I know this one. I actually did on Instagram, kind of, not officially, but issue a little like challenge. So I made a build last year that was a clown, and it was 100% almost.
Like fully sustainable.
It was fully sustainable. That was my goal with it, and the whole build ended up costing me under £15. So the wig was an old wig from a previous costume. The fabric was all from charity shops. It was bed sheets. Shoes, again, I think they were a charity shop, and it was all trims from my stash, because we all stash away materials. And then you have full cupboards full of stuff that just doesn't get used. So that would be my challenge, would be, can you make a cosplay that is sustainable and try and use as much sustainable kind of materials, dead stock, charity shops, trash. Use it.
Very good. Any other questions from the audience? Ooh. Have you ever started a cosplay and gone, what am I doing?
Yes. I'm currently building a ball gown, and I've never built a ball gown before. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm like, what am I doing? I have no idea. And the skirt is like, I have to use maths to make the skirt because it's so big. And I'm like, I don't know how much fabric I actually need for this. But yeah, all the time.
I mean, on the bleach front, I only have like half of Uryu sat because I gave up. So I have half of him. He has trousers and a shirt, just that's it.
Amazing.
Hi. So if you had no limitation, what cosplay would be your dream cosplay to make?
Do you have one?
I've been saying this for ages. I really want to cosplay Labyrinth. I really want to build like proper David Bowie, like, and I'm trying to convince you to do the ballroom scene with me, basically. But I would love to do that, but his jacket is sparkly. So maybe one day.
I don't think I have one. All the characters I want to cosplay are like simple.
I think Rufia was your like proper dream.
I'd like to build Rufia's Bankai, yeah. Like
Yeah, we talked about doing Bankai Rufia and Hollow Ichigo. Switching up the colours.
All the bedazzling.
Amazing. Any other questions? I'm prowling for questions.
It's so threatening.
I know, right? Should be your questions. Anyone got questions?
Like a little shout.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. This is very specific for like competitions and stuff. Would you rather someone make a costume of something like a series they really like, or one that they're like, oh, I made this because I can put more techniques in it, like Santa's or
100% make it because you love it, not just for technique. I've been there. I get the kind of pressure when we got to the finals. We were like, oh my god, looking at costumes, going, is this going to be enough? This seems really simple, and it is easy to pick something because it's going to be harder, and so that you can tick more boxes. But I'd rather see passion. I'd rather see someone in something they absolutely love and that they've wanted to cosplay than see someone cosplaying it for the sake of cosplaying it. 100%.
Yeah, sometimes more techniques doesn't mean it's better. They might be not as finished. There's something more simple as well.
Yeah.
So put the time into something you love rather than something that's going to be huge and impressive that you're not comfortable in.
Yeah, plus if you've built it just for techniques and just to like win, and then you don't, I feel like that's going to be more crushing. At least if you love the costume and you don't place, then at least you still got a costume you adore and you love.
Great question. Was there someone in the back? Was there one more? Yeah, another one. That's fine. You can have another one.
So your first costume contest, you said that you didn't do great, whatever. What is the biggest bit of feedback that you could give your younger selves for that contest?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Take your time and don't con crunch.
Yeah. I think as well, literally on the stage, I'm pretty sure we just walked onto stage and we were like,
And then we're back up.
like, I think that's literally what we did. It was horrendous.
Harry
We were
was
so
late
nervous.
the night before con as well.
Yeah.
And I rushed it, so it was not
It
perfect.
was very heavy.
It was very heavy. It was quilted and badly quilted.
We also had, the themes were very raw.
Yes.
There was a lot of praying.
Definitely take your time, don't con crunch, and just have fun. Like, try not to stress too much about it. We were really nervous because we'd never competed before, and I wish we had just had more fun with it the first time, but the second and the third time we definitely did.
That's kind of what we were hoping to do with this panel, was kind of hopefully calm some fears about people that maybe haven't competed before and they're not sure what's going to happen, or they think that they have to be held to a certain standard, especially now with the new Apprentice Award in. That's really great. We're so glad that San Frontier have put that in and listened to people, because it's intimidating going against when, you know, there's people there that have maybe been competing for years and years and years, and you're new to it. It's scary. It's real scary. So we're glad it's here, because now we can hopefully start to bring in some like new blood, get them in, and people can kind of find the love for it and meet the community, and then once you're in the community, it's not gatekeepy here, guys, I promise. If you want to know anything, I will tell you. Probably in too much detail. You will be stuck with me for a while. But if you want to know anything, where I get my patterns, where I get my fabric, I'll tell you. Because I want you to do well too. Come compete with me. Come compete.
I love that, compete with, not compete against. That is such a nice way of putting it as well. So it's, yeah, all together. How are you guys with time? I think we're okay.
I don't have
no
my
idea.
watch.
We're at 10-2, is that okay?
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah, we're okay. If we've got time for any more questions.
If anyone has them.
Oh, there we go.
This will do it in a silly voice. I'm going to be disappointed.
Oh no.
When you like look at a pattern or look at something you want to make and it has a technique you don't know how to do, what's your favorite way to like research? Are you like more books? Do you like videos? Do you like a bit of the TikTok?
I think we're gonna say the same thing.
YouTube's my best friend.
YouTube.
Yeah. There's also like, you can ask the people who make the patterns. So these patterns are from Needle Workshop. I'm wearing a
We
Discord
love
with them.
Needle
Yeah.
Workshop. We stand.
But so originally it's a kimono pattern for Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. But in Bleach they have this like weird bit under the arms that's open and things like that. Like,
Here's
so
our books.
YouTube is always great for finding out ways you don't know things, but if you also need help like altering a pattern, don't be scared to ask the person who made it, because they probably have a good idea on how to change it for you as well.
You can also ask other people in the community. I'm not gonna lie, every time I put a zip in a pair of trousers, like a fly zip, I have the same video starred on like YouTube, and every single time, I've done it like many times, I still go back, put the video on, and like step by step, pause, do the step, pause, do the step, like, there's no shame in it. Like, things are hard. You can't be expected to remember absolutely every technique, and YouTube's great. Also Reddit can be good.
Hannah.
No.
Reddit good. Random advice. Okay. Tell you what, so we have one. Is there one more question in the audience? There we go.
Hello. I'm wondering how you guys keep up motivation for crafting if you're feeling a little bit burnt out.
I cried. No.
It helps crafting together. We kind of sit at home and we have like desks next to each other and like we sew together and stuff. But definitely if you're interested in like competing or even just like making costumes, find people who are like-minded and like hype each other up, because it can get like tiring.
Or disheartening if you try and make something and it doesn't work and you waste your material. Oh no, that hurts. But on the topic of having people, it doesn't even have to be people in person. Literally last night, before this con, we sat on voice chat for like 5 hours with a couple of our friends while we crafted. They were at home, we were all in our own houses, crafting away, and it just was nice to be able to like, there was a lot of profanity, let's put it that way. But it was nice to have that while you're working through it. Also music.
Yeah, you can bounce off each other. It's always great to have people to like make stuff with. Personally, making these, you were like, you can still do it, and I was like, I don't want to do it. And we did it together. It can be tiring, but just make sure you take breaks. Look after yourself while you're crafting, because you want it to be fun.
I kind of mentioned it the last time we did like an interview, and I'll very, very briefly talk about it. But I mentioned about con crunching, and I'm gonna say, do as I say, not as I do, right? Because I con crunch, I do. But I personally don't really love that con crunching is the standard. I think you should take your time making your costumes, make something you love. It's meant to be fun. Again, I can't always talk. I con crunch the thing my sword is in that I forgot the word for. Sheath. Wonderful. What a good word. But I con crunch that, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I shouldn't have. I should have paced myself, I should have planned more time.
You don't need to rush a costume. You can rewear your cosplays.
This is the only hobby with deadlines, guys. We do it to ourselves, okay? Just wear it to the next con. Take a break, wear it to the next con. There will always be another convention. There will always be another day. And if there's not one for a while and you really want to wear it, grab your friends, grab your phone, call your local tog, and go to like the park, go to a museum with permission. Be respectful, but like just go somewhere and take pictures of it and just enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
Those drums are in my head now forever. They're like in my brain.
All day, yeah, absolutely.
They're right next to the cosplay judge. They're right next to the desk.
I didn't mean to pop up on you there. Folks, thank you so much to Back Boston Cosplay. So interesting. Give a round of applause.
Thank you.
I know you're going to run off.
Thank you.
Yes, we have some more judging to go and do. But thank you all for coming so much. We really appreciate the support. We're hopefully going to post, we filmed it if it worked, so we'll hopefully post it on our socials. We're going to post some reels kind of covering these things in more detail as well over the next few months. And again,
do you have any questions? Fire us an Instagram message. Come find us.
I promise we're nice.
Yeah.
I promise we're nice. We will tell you literally anything you want to know. Like, again, I will not let them go ever.
Guys, give another round of applause.